All right, guys, this is the round that made me start playing with specialty 12 gauge rounds, made me want to do this video. Fletchettes. Take a close look. It's hard to see because of the glare. I'm going to get these out of the package and let you take a close look at this one. It's a cool one. Can't see it through the package really well. 12 gauge, 2 3/4. The Fletchette round carries 30 1-inch steel darts. 1-inch steel darts. So I'm going to open this package and show it to you because the glare is horrible. Let you see one of these rounds up close and personal. So here is the Fletchette round. You look down in that cap, you can see all these little darts, And if you look closely, it looks like some of them are tail end forward, which is interesting. They don't look like they're pointy end forward, all of them. So about half of them look to be tail end forward and half of them look to be pointy end forward. So we'll see what this does. We're going to get a pattern board up. We're going to see a pattern on it at 10 yards. And then we're going to shoot it at some cabbage, and we're going to shoot it at some water jugs and see what kind of damage we get. All right, guys, so this is our Fletchette round. 10-yard pattern board downrange. Let's see what this does. That is very, very interesting. Almost no recoil at all. Almost no recoil at all. I'm going to let you see the pattern board. So, point of aim is in the center. Again, this is probably a 12 by 18 sheet, roughly. Your wad is here. And I think that wad had a bunch of darts in it. But if you look, I got sideways, sideways, pinhole, 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 sideways. So a lot of these Fletchettes are coming in sideways. I mean, that's coming in sideways. They're not. Now, we get some of these holes like here. And this is definitely straight on. Those are just straight on. Who knows how deep those penetrated. Oh, cool, we caught one. I was hoping we'd catch one. So here's what one looks like. We did catch one. It's bent. That's interesting. And, yeah, so 30 of these little boogers. And they hit, well, sideways and all over. And the spread was horrendous at 10 yards. So you'd really want to be close, 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 close. And they said these are steel, but I'm going to tell you, if they're steel, it doesn't feel like steel. It feels like a hard plastic to me. But anyway, maybe we'll check it with a magnet. But let's set a head of cabbage up and take a shot at it with some Fletchettes and see what they do to it. All right, guys, got this head of cabbage set up. Because of the extreme spread of these Fletchettes and the real sparse pattern on the pattern board, I've got this at 5 yards. So 5 yards away, shotgun's loaded. Let's see what these Fletchettes will do to a head of cabbage. Here we go. Not much. That was pretty wimpy. Other than making it roll out of the frame, of course. So let's go down and take a look. So here's our head of cabbage, and you can see it looks like maybe the wad actually ripped a big hunk off. And there's some tearing in here, but it's not. There's some here. It's pretty sparse. It's pretty sad. So I'm going to go load this back up with some double-aught buck and hit this again because that was disappointing. All right, so we're loaded with some conventional buckshot this time. This is at about 7 yards. Let's see what it does. I think you'll get a much better result than the specialty rounds. Yeah, that's not bad. You know what? Let's hit that one more time. There's still half a head of cabbage. Here we go. Ain't that pretty? Cool. All right. We saw on the pattern board that they went every which way. They tumbled. They didn't go straight. They didn't fly straight at all. So anyway, we're going to shoot the water jugs with them. I don't anticipate a whole lot. This probably is going to be disappointing. But let's shoot the water jugs and see what we get. Wow! I will say, that is a big splash. That is a big splash. I think my camera's wet. Hang on. All right, so I had 5 water jugs set up for the Fletchettes because I didn't think they would do very much. Look at this first jug. I mean, it is laid open. It is, wow, it is just laid open, like, I mean, laid open. And there's a Fletchette sticking out the back here. There's a Fletchette. There's a piece of Fletchette down in here broken off, like a vein. See if it'll stick to my finger. There's a vein from the Fletchette broken off. That first jug is demolished. Second jug's got some holes in it there. There's a piece of the wad. Hole there, hole up here, hole here. There's a Fletchette sticking out right there. Wow, that's scary. Holes, actually, if you look, there's holes all over this thing. I mean, it's pretty nasty. That's cool that that Fletchette's just sticking out like that. Jug 3, again, several puncture wounds, lots of holes. Lots of holes coming out the back. You see it's still bleeding. Up here, down there. I mean, Fletchette's everywhere. Again, lots of holes. Jug 4, same thing. Lots of holes. I was actually looking at this on the target board. I didn't expect it to penetrate 5 jugs. I really didn't. Because the way these things were tumbling, I just thought, you know, they'll get stuck in the jugs and they won't go anywhere. But lots of holes. I mean, you see this thing's peeing. Several little holes. Take a close look if you want. Lots of holes. There's one here, one down here, one up here, one up here. So, and then jug 5, and we've still got, I mean, you can see the Fletchette holes. It's extensive, and I'm gonna open this one up and see if there's any Fletchettes in it. So alas, jug 5 was empty. No Fletchettes in jug 5. It looks like several Fletchettes. I'm going to say, you know, at least a half a dozen went through 5 jugs of water and kept going. So, what I saw at the pattern board, I thought this would be a really crummy round. But, I mean, penetrating 5 jugs of water, I mean, that's penetrating deeper than most 9 mils do. It's kind of a gimmicky round. I don't know that I would use it for home defense. But I will tell you, it would definitely do some damage. It shredded these jugs. I mean, it really shredded them. There's all these holes all in these jugs. And, I mean, 5 water jugs is deep enough that it would definitely get through the vitals of a person. So, you know, you make your decision. I think it's kind of gimmicky, but it does have some penetration. So these little Fletchettes are pretty gnarly. And so they'll penetrate at least 5 jugs of water, and that's pretty deep. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for the thumbs up.